And the next thing that I want to show you is the main copy menu. This is where you're going to get some of your more advanced features. So if I select on this copy icon right here, you can see a little more robust, a little more to choose from than you saw on the simple copy screen. Once again, I'm just going to go from left to right. I'm not going to cover everything because it can be a little overwhelming and I don't want to inundate you guys. So I'm just going to show you the most common features and the things that I think will benefit you the most instead. First thing that I want to point out to you, the exit trays down here in the bottom left, it is default and it's highlighted here in the image of the eStudio. And if I was to tap on this exit tray button, you can see that the exit tray is changing, so I can choose my exit tray. I could also just leave it set to auto and the system will automatically choose which exit tray to put the output on. One other thing you'll notice in the bottom right here is APS, it's highlighted. That's automatic paper selection. And what that's indicating to you is that the eStudio is going to select which drawer to pull from when it pulls paper. If I want to select a specific drawer, I can actually tap on that drawer on the image of the eStudio. So for instance, if I want to select from this top drawer, that letter R, I can select that, it's highlighted, and it even shows me how much paper is in that drawer in that icon on the right. So for instance, if I know I'm printing a really big job, I can see that there isn't a whole lot of paper in this drawer. I'm going to want to add more paper into it. One other one I just want to point out too, the large capacity feeder. You can select that drawer as well. Bypass feed is right up above, and I'm going to tap on that and give it one more tap on top. You can see that the bypass is currently set for thick 3 or 140-pound index. I actually already have paper loaded into the bypass tray. It's ready to go. And in fact, I don't need that thickness level. I only need thick 1 or a 90-pound index. So I'm going to go ahead and select that instead. And once I'm satisfied with my paper thickness settings, all I'm going to do is say OK. And it's going to bring me to the next screen, which is your zoom features. And we're actually going to cover this in an upcoming module. So I'm going to skip over it for now. We'll come back to it in more detail later. I'll say OK to that. And once again, moving from left to right here. So go into the middle of your screen. There are 4 copy modes there in the middle. You've got your zoom features in the top left, finishing options to the right, single or double-sided copying in the bottom left, and to the right of that, your copy modes for your original copies. We're going to cover these in greater detail in an upcoming module. Moving over to the right now, notice that we've got 1 copy selected. So if I was to tap onto that 1, I can change this to 10 instead, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll say OK. So now I've got 10 copies selected. Notice that I have some color options beneath there. Right now it's set to auto color, and basically what that means is the system is going to detect whether it's color on the paper and it's going to copy in color. And if it's in black and white, it's going to copy in black and white. If I want to copy in black and white, I'm just going to tap on the black icon above that. And if I want to copy in full color, I'll select full color above that. Beneath these color options, you'll notice the exposure settings. It's set to auto right now, but if I wanted to add more toner to make a more vibrant copy, or perhaps less toner to mute it a little bit, I can change my settings here to either make it more vibrant or less so. Usually we just leave this at auto and the system decides for you, and it does a good job of that. One other thing that I want to mention on this screen is proof copy. So for instance, right now I have 10 copies selected. Let's say that I want to print out just 1 of those copies and I want to take a look at it and make sure that that's what I want before I release the remaining 9 copies. That's when I'm going to use that proof copy mode. So if I was to hit this start key right now, I'm going to get 1 copy. I can confirm that that's what I want and then release the remaining 9.